Sawasdee krab, good morning, and thank you for joining us on Newsline, broadcasting live on NBT Radio Thailand, FM 88 and NBT World. It's Thursday, January 14th, and my name is Surapan Lautaranarit. Let's begin with today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, the Prime Minister has officially welcomed the Ambassador of Portugal, who has just taken up the post in the country. Deputy spokesman of the Prime Minister's office, Major General Virachon Sukhontapatipak, said that the Ambassador of Portugal, His Excellency Francisco Vaz Pato, paid a courtesy visit to Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha following his recent arrival in Thailand to take up the office. General Prayut told Mr. Vaz Pato that the Thai government always stands ready to cooperate in every area with Portugal and to promote relations between the two countries. Meanwhile, Mr. Vaz Pato told General Prayut that he will perform his duties to the best of his ability in order to promote bilateral ties, as Thailand is one of the oldest allies of Portugal. The Thai leader also showed his appreciation to the Portuguese government and its ambassador for understanding the political situation in Thailand and for maintaining cordial relations with the country. He assured his guest that Thailand is now proceeding with the national reform process, while affirming his readiness to enhance security cooperation between the two nations. A ceremony to commemorate the 106th anniversary of the First Army Area was attended by the Prime Minister, the Defense Minister, and the Supreme Commander. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha led an inspection of the troops and laid a wreath at the Royal Monument of King Rama VI. Then he joined the anniversary ceremony with Defense Minister General Prawit Wongsuwan, Deputy Defense Minister General Udomdea Sitabut, and Supreme Commander General Sommai Kautira. The First Army Area was established on January 13, 1910. Its defense jurisdiction covers 26 provinces in central Thailand. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has emphasized that the government's buying price of rubber must be appropriate, and most of the purchased rubber will go to processing plants. General Prayut on Wednesday spoke about the government's assistance measures for rubber farmers. He stressed that an integrated approach was needed to tackle the falling rubber prices, and financial support was not the only solution to the problem. The Prime Minister also advocated research into the production of processed rubber to increase domestic consumption. He added that rubber plantations should be limited and controlled due to the present oversupply. General Prayut also suggested that rubber farmers diversify their crops when rubber prices are low. Deputy Prime Minister Wisanu Kurangam spoke about the draft constitution, addressing the matter of the Constitution Drafting Commission, or CDC, giving more power to the Constitutional Court. Mr. Wisanu acknowledged that the credibility and work of the previous Constitutional Court has been severely criticized, and to give more power to the judicial body would be controversial. However, he urged the public to wait for further details of the new powers before passing judgment on the CDC. The Deputy Premier also suggested that the power restructuring should also include reforming the Constitutional Court's screening process of new justices in order to improve transparency and credibility. The Constitution Drafting Commission, or CDC, is planning to review a section in the draft charter following strong opposition. CDC spokesman Chachai Chiang Mai said the latest meeting of the charter drafters has agreed to review Section 35 in the draft constitution. Section 35 discusses freedom of the press and deals with how professional journalists present news and information and share their ideas in accordance with professional ethics. However, the section also stipulates that news can be censored by the authorities during martial law, emergency rule, or war. This provision has stoked controversy and prompted opposition to the section. Meanwhile, an agreement has been signed between the public and private sectors to boost career opportunities in all areas as part of the government's people-state policy. Representatives of the Community Organizations Development Institute and the Ministry of Social Development and Human Security led the signing of the Memorandum of Agreement involving 30 community organizations, as well as public and private agencies. The agreement seeks to increase job opportunities in all sectors, as well as sales channels to the benefit of nearly 6,500 sub-districts nationwide. The project will be piloted in the industries of organic agriculture, coastal fisheries, and housing. A target has been set for related operations to be carried out in 1,500 sub-districts within this year. Deputy Prime Minister Somkit Jatusi-Pitak revealed that the government is working to uplift the grassroots economy through 5 measures. The measures include developing rural infrastructure, fostering agro-industrial SMEs, creating sales channels for farmers, developing new tourist destinations, and providing internet access to every sub-district in a bid to support e-commerce. The Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, in cooperation with the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, has launched the 36th Thailand Tourism Festival, a festival highlighting the best of Thailand. Deputy Prime Minister, Air Chief Marshal Prajin Chantong, and Tourism and Sports Minister Gopkan Wattanawarangkoon presided over the event's opening ceremony. The Tourism and Sports Minister said that the 36th Thailand Tourism Festival is aimed at showcasing the landmarks and cultural heritage of Thailand's 5 regions, as well as attracting local residents and international tourists to come and find inspiration for their next trips to explore the country.
This festival is the kick-off of Discover Thailand. This is the annual event of Tourism Authority of Thailand to showcase all the best of Thailand in one place to all. And this is to promote the domestic tourism as well as international tourists to Thailand. This time, we still continue the concept of Discover Thailand. This is the 2nd year. And we showcase new destination, 12 new cities. Last year, we already introduced 12 provinces, and this year another 12. But these provinces are connected. So it's going to be a connecting tourism, connected tourism. Another thing is that we are introducing, we bring about the art and culture and the activities, the best of every region in Thailand in one place. So people can come and learn about our country within one park.
The event is set at the iconic Lumpini Park, which covers an area of 360 rai in the heart of Bangkok. It is open from noon to 10 p.m. daily and will be held until January 17th. Secretary General of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, or OIC, Iyad bin Amin Madani, has expressed his admiration for Thailand's efforts in dealing with the southern unrest. According to Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Wirachon Sukhontapatipak, the comment was made during an official visit by the OIC chief with Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha at Government House. Major General Wirachon said the Thai government uses development projects in order to uplift the standard of living for southern residents, with a focus on peace talks to create confidence and fairness among the public. Mr. Madani has suggested that the government use more political means and dialogues to address the southern unrest. Aside from the situation in the south, Mr. Madani discussed other topics during his visit, such as cooperation with the OIC in halal food production and food security in Islamic countries. The HIV Netherlands Australia Thailand Research Collaboration, or HIV-NET, is hosting the 18th Bangkok International Symposium on HIV medicine from January 13th to 15th at the Queen Sirikit National Convention Center. The symposium aims to share information and further develop medical treatments for HIV. The symposium also includes talks by eminent speakers and will conduct workshops for more than 500 doctors, nurses, and pharmacists from Europe, Africa, the Asia-Pacific region, and the United States. Dr. Pan Wanamiti, Secretary General of the Thai Red Cross Society, said that HIV-NET is playing a leading role in acknowledging progress and promoting education in this field. He also expressed gratitude towards HIV-NET for holding the symposium, which benefits all. The symposium was attended by United States Ambassador-at-Large Deborah Birx, who also serves as the coordinator of the United States government's activities to combat HIV/AIDS, and the United States Special Representative for Global Health Diplomacy. She says she appreciated the progress made in decreasing the HIV infection rate in Thailand, but voiced concerns about West Africa, where HIV infection tends to increase significantly. She also promoted cost-effective strategies to ending HIV. She urged people to have frank discussions with their doctor and to change their behavior as recommended. And that's all for today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before we take a quick break, let's have a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. Third core value, being grateful to parents and teachers.
ASEAN Political and Security Community. Prevent being deceived. Prevent being forced. Prevent being injured. The problem of human trafficking in children, women, and labor has been increasingly severe. Thailand and the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights are working together to get rid of these problems in order to be fully accepted by the international community. One vision, one identity, one community.
You're watching Newsline. The ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC, has transformed 10 countries in Southeast Asia into a single market and production base. The free flow of skilled labor is an important factor in moving the economy forward in each country, as well as the whole region. Kun Niranut Traijakunit has his story.
Each member nation of the AEC recognizes the Mutual Recognition Arrangements, or MRA, for the 7 professional fields, namely engineering services, nursing services, architectural services, surveying qualifications, medical practitioners, dental practitioners, and accountancy services. However, skilled workers must register their profession or pass specific job tests of the host nation. Many countries, including Thailand, have prepared their workforce to meet the opportunity presented by the AEC and compete in its unified market. Assistant Professor of the College of Local Administration of Khon Kaen University, Kun Thatchalerm Suthipong Pracha, has done extensive research on local government in Indonesia and Thailand. He said many professionals already work abroad due to the skilled labor agreements between individual ASEAN countries. Yet, to do so, these professionals had to take specific exams to certify for their line of work in the host country.
Yes, as you know, 7 professions such as doctors and nurses can move freely across borders. But what we have to be aware of that free flow of labor is the challenges that come with such migration. For example, when you take a look at, well, as you know, English will become the official language of the AEC. But in many countries right now, their governments have enacted law that require foreign workers to be proficient in their mother tongues, such as Indonesia and Malaysia. So that puts into question as to whether our labor force is ready for that.
Mr. Thatchalerm added that Thailand is one of the most attractive countries for investment due to its natural resources and business opportunity. However, these opportunities also come with many challenges, including the problem of sustaining a high-skilled workforce.
Right now, the situation with our labor force is okay in terms of number, but 5 to 10 years from now, with the aging of our population, that will put a lot of stress on our policymakers, how we can attract more workers into the country, or how can we increase our working population. But by increasing our working population, working age population, we also have to be careful about their education level and their ability to compete with the workers from other countries, especially from the emerging economies like Myanmar, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos.
Mr. Thatchalerm also suggested that it is very important for Thais to learn more about the neighboring countries, including their languages and cultures, as it may increase the country's business opportunity. I'm Niranut Traijakwanit, reporting.
Permanent Secretary for Tourism and Sports, Pongpanu Sawettarun, launched a project to publicize the country's guideline on tourism manpower development in accordance with the ASEAN Common Competency Standards for Tourism Professionals framework. The project aims to prepare all agencies in the tourism sector for the ASEAN community. The meeting was attended by a total of 300 executives from government agencies, including academics, students, and tourism professionals. Mr. Pongpanu said that the preparation of tourism professionals in 2016 is crucial due to the integration of ASEAN members into a single market. The sector should give priority to the promotion and development of tourism personnel by sharing ideas on the methods of developing tourism professionals, with an emphasis on the fields of concierge services, housekeeping, food and beverages, travel agencies, and tour operations. And in other stories happening around the world, Iran freed 10 U.S. sailors after detaining them aboard 2 U.S. Navy patrol boats in the Gulf, bringing a swift end to an incident that had rattled nerves shortly before the expected implementation of a landmark nuclear accord. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, said it had released the sailors after determining they had entered Iranian territorial waters by mistake. IRGC Rear Admiral Ali Fadavi said earlier that the boats had strayed due to a broken navigation system. Its deployment marks the latest expansion of U.S. military pressure on Islamic State. It also exposes American forces to greater risk, something President Barack Obama has done only sparingly. A group of Syrian opposition supporters paid their respects to victims of a suicide bomb attack that was blamed on Islamic State. A Syrian suicide bomber killed 10 German tourists and wounded 15 in the heart of Istanbul's historic district on Tuesday, after entering Turkey as a refugee from Syria. Members of the Syrian opposition lit candles and left flowers at the memorial site. The bomber, who blew himself up among groups of tourists near the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia, top sites in one of the world's most visited cities, had registered with immigration authorities in the city a week ago. Turkey has kept an open border to refugees from Syria's civil war and is now home to more than 2.2 million, the world's largest refugee population. But its border has also been used by foreign fighters seeking to join Islamic State or return from its ranks to commit atrocities abroad. And that's a wrap for today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or visit our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. And for now, we're going to say goodbye with an adorable gray seal pup in Chicago Zoological Society's Brookfield Zoo. I'm Surabhala Tharanarit. Thank you for your company and have a great day. สวัสดีครับ